Yo guys, what's up? It's Brady. We're back at it again with our top 10 classes. Let's go. Alright, technically this is only going to be 8 classes because I like to have one class for multiplayer, and I do like to have another class just as like my random class where I like to set up new weapons and try stuff and just, random stuff and new attachments, new perks, all that kind of good fun stuff. So don't worry about that class. We're going to only do 8 technically today. So yeah, let's jump right into it. I'm gonna go show you guys a couple things. So C4 is the best. I'll use this on every class. It's not an option. It's the best one. Heartbeat sensor is also the best. I use this on most of my classes as well. If you have 3 teammates running a heartbeat sensor, you don't want to use one. You can use the smoke grenade or the stun. The smoke can come in very handy for like crossing fields and whatnot, and the stun can come in very handy for like if you're coming into a building and you know someone's in there. Stun them, get the free kill. Don't use the flash grenade because they'll still be able to shoot you. Use the stun grenade, and you'll get the free kill every time. But the heartbeat sensor, I prefer that. It's just better. So yeah, let's get into this. We'll go over the perks real quick. When it comes down to the first perk, you really only have 2 choices in my opinion. EOD right now, I think, is the best just because now that they nerfed the snake shots, everyone's using an RPG. So having EOD comes in very handy. The only other option would be cold-blooded, in my opinion. So you could see out people's thermal optics and whatnot. But, in my opinion, I'm getting into more fights with explosives than I am with snipers that are using thermal. So EOD is going to be your better bet. When it comes down to your perk 2, Ghost is your only option. I mean, technically you can use Overkill to get those 2 weapons on some classes, but you are going to want to hit another loadout as soon as possible. So that way you can get Ghost. Because Ghost is just, you don't want to be showing up on the map. You need to have it. It's too good. Third perk, all these perks aren't very good in my opinion. I just like to run amped because that 1 or 2 seconds between switching your weapon can end up saving your life. It's done it to me multiple times. And if you are running a launcher like the RPG or something, it does help those reload times significantly. So definitely take a look at amped. It's really the only good one in my opinion. Yeah, basically just amped. So those are the perks I'm going to run on every class. The lethal I'm going to run tactical, all the same for all these classes. Alright guys, so this one's going to be the Ram 7 with the RPG. I'm going to be using the monolithic suppressor because this is the best attachment overall. You should use this on every single weapon you have. If you don't have it unlocked, well, go to multiplayer, grind it out, put it on. If you really don't want to do that, the lightweight suppressor or the tactical suppressor, either one is a good choice. I would say tactical, but it's up to you. Monolithic's the best. Just grind it out, guys. Unlock the monolithic, put it on. Then we're going to use the best barrel on this one, which is going to be the damage range, bullet velocity, recoil control. And it's going to slow your gun down a little bit, but that's okay. Because this is also going to slow your gun down a little bit, but it's going to help with the recoil. And the commando is just the best in my opinion. It has only movement speed negative, and it gives you the best out of all of these. So we're most of the time going to be running commando. We're going to run the 50-round magazine because extra bullets are awesome. And then we're going to run the stiff bullet grip tape just to speed this guy up a little bit because the barrel does slow it down quite a bit. So that's my RPG Ram 7 class. And I use this class the most just because I love the Ram 7. You got to be wary with this gun because it does have a lot of recoil. So longer range engagements aren't going to be the best for you if you're not good at controlling recoil. But I feel like I'm very good at that. So if not, use the M4 or something else. There's other options if you don't like weapons that aren't very accurate. I do make a copy class of this. It's exactly the same. The only difference is I take off the commando foregrip, and we are going to throw on fully loaded, so that way if I drop in from the gulag, don't have access to my weapons, and all I can do is get the loadout. We're going to grab this, spawn in with full ammo, and it does suck you lose the attachment, but it's nice to have for when you have no bullets. Trust me, you can't kill people if you don't have bullets. Oh yeah, these classes aren't in any order either, guys, except for this one down here. It's going to be the best one, but for now, we'll get there. This is going to be my M4 class with the no stock. We're going to be running it with the HDR Sniper, Overkill, EOD, Amped. The same thing as always. So let's get into it. We're going to have the monolithic suppressor, as always. We're going to use M16 Grenadier because it gives you the best range bonuses. I said we're going to have the no stock to help speed this weapon up a lot. And we're going to run the 60-round magazine. and we are also going to run the Commando foregrip to kind of help with recoil stabilization just a little bit. This gun doesn't have too much recoil, so if you really don't want to run this, you can also throw on the stipple grip tape, which will help you there. If you can control the recoil just enough without this attachment, throw the stipple grip tape on, which will help this gun even more up close because you'll be aiming down sights so fast. And then when it comes to anything that's long range, we're not going to be using our M4. We're going to switch over to our HDR. Like I said, every weapon, monolithic suppressor. We're going to use the longest barrel to help us get those damage range. At really long ranges, you're going to want that. Then you have two options here. Well, actually, you have three options, in my opinion, when it comes to the scope. You can run the original scope if you don't like thermal. And if you do run the original scope, throw on a tack laser or something to help you speed up the aim down sight speed. And then if you are gonna run thermal, you have two options: the thermal scope or the Merc thermal. Just be wary. This one is gonna give you a sniper glint, and this one is gonna help you aim down sights faster, and it's not gonna have the sniper glint. So it comes in handy, man. They're both really good. It's really just up to you. Do you really want to be sniping people that are super duper far? With this class, in my opinion, since I am running that M4 no stock, this is going to be more of like my mid to long range, like around 100 meters, not like 250 meters where I'm in downtown and they're at the prison and I'm not going to snipe them that far. That would be more of a thermal snipe. This one, we're going to run the Merc optic, so that's what we're going to do there. I'm going to have the F-Tac Stalker Scout to help aim down our sight speeds. And then we're going to run Presence of Mind, so that way we can hold breath for a whole minute, which is insane. You can hold your breath as long as you want. Wait till you can get that perfect snipe off, and then just kill it. That's going to be my M4 no stock class. Then we're going to have our M13. I like to run my M13 with RPG just because it's kind of meta. You know how that be. We are going to have Ghost on this class, so we won't have to worry about switching over, which will be nice. And like I said, monolithic suppressor, every weapon, gotta have it. We're going to run the longest barrel to help with our damage, bullet velocity, and our recoil, which is going to help a lot. And then we're going to run the tack laser. Some people say they don't like lasers, but with this weapon, I mean, by the time that you're shooting them, they're already going to see your laser. And the map's so big, at that point, your laser's not going to get spotted as much as it does when you're on like multiplayer or something. So we're going to do that because it helps a lot, man. All of these positives are huge for one negative. We're going to run the 60 round magazine. You could run 50 if you want, but I like to have more bullets because this gun does shoot really fast, has a high fire rate, and we're going to use the stipple grip tape to help our aim down sight speeds. And with this gun, man, this gun has the lowest damage out of all the assault rifles, so be wary of that, but it does have the highest fire rate, and it's a laser. It actually has the least recoil of all of the assault rifles, so keep that in mind when choosing this weapon. It's an accurate weapon. It has a headshot multiplier that is insane. So if you can hit your shots on the head, pick this weapon every time because it's the best gun. It has a fast time to kill. I think you can kill a fully plated person in 6 bullets with this gun if you hit them in the head. So it's gonna be pretty good, man. But you have to be accurate. If you're not accurate, don't choose this weapon. This is my multiplayer class, so don't worry about that. This is gonna be my Ram 7 with the sniper. You could also run the M4 with a sniper too. That's going to be, you would do that with this guy. So my Ram 7 snipe class is going to be the same Ram 7 as you guys saw before. Same thing. And the same HDR you guys saw before. We are going to run cold blood on this because this is going to be a little bit more of a longer range class. And we are going to want to pick up Ghost later on this class as well. So keep that in mind. And this is going to be our long range M4. So basically the only thing I did on this one was I took off the no stock and I put on the stipple grip tape, or if it's too much recoil at long range, you could use the rubberized grip tape. Either way, you just don't need that no stock anymore because once you have that, it does hurt your recoil. So doing this will help your recoil a lot, and it's going to help speed up, or it's going to slow down your weapon a little bit, but it's going to be more of a long range M4, and for that reason, you're going to run the MP5 with this guy. And what we got on this guy, this is going to be an up-close weapon, so you don't need the damage range from the monolithic suppressor. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the monolithic integral suppressor on this one. And like I said, this is an up-close weapon, so we don't need damage range. So we're not looking for recoil control or anything of that nature. So this one's going to hurt our recoil, but it's going to help us move a lot faster. Help us move faster here too with a stipple grip tape. 45 round mag is going to slow us down a little bit, but We're going to use Ranger foregrip just because with all the attachments on this one that hurt your recoil, we definitely want to have some good recoil control on this. And it's going to be an up-close weapon. Like, you're only going to use this when you're inside of a building. You are going to have overkill, so we're going to switch it over eventually to Ghost. And this is going to be my MP7 class. Same HDR you guys saw before. Yeah, fully loaded on this, but either way, you can run fully loaded or presence of mind if you want the extended hold breath. Either way, they're both really good. But we are going to use the MP7 on this class because this is going to be our mid-range, up-close MP7. If we're long-range, we'll switch over to the sniper. Monolith suppressor, like always. Longest barrel, get that damage range, bullet velocity, recoil, same as always. We are going to run tac laser, like I said. This is going to be an up-close weapon, so the tac laser isn't going to hurt you because if you're scanning, you're going to be using the HDR. And with this gun, no one's going to see your laser unless you're already shooting them, so by then it's too late anyways. We're going to use Ranger foregrip just to help with those medium, like, the Commando foregrip's a good option too, but this one you're going to be shooting people a little bit farther away, like 80 to 90 meters. So having that recoil control is definitely going to help. And we're going to run a 60 round mag just to have more bullets. Switch to Ghost on this one as well. Same thing I've been saying. And down here's my mess around class, so don't worry about that. And this is the best class in my opinion. For two reasons. The grau is one of the best guns right now, especially at longer ranges. Like, there's no point in using a long range M4 in my opinion because this is going to crap on it every time. Like, if you're over 50 or 60 meters and you're using this and I'm using my M4, you're going to win every time just because this gun's better at long range. And the best thing about this gun, we're going to run the monolith suppressor, but the best thing about this gun is the barrels. This is one of the few guns that actually changes aim down sights, or like your iron sights with the barrel. So you won't need to run a sight on this because you have two options. You can run the Archangel or the Nexus. I like the Archangel. It is going to slow you down a little bit more. But if you can see the iron sights on these two are different. You can see them right there. And this one's a little bit bigger. It's going to get in your way sometimes. This one is the perfect iron sight. It's so clean, man. It's just one little tiny little thing that comes up. And you're going to be able to shoot people, 200 meters away with this with no sight. No problem at all. It's just beautiful, man. Tac laser, because like I said, no one's going to... You're going to be shooting people across the map, so you're not going to really be worried about that. Commando foregrip, just to help with the recoil a little bit. This thing's already a laser, but it just helps a little bit. Then we'll use that 60 round mag. We are going to be running this with the MP5, so like, if you're on a roof or the mountains, or somewhere where you're far away from people, use the grau. If you're inside, up close, personal, chasing someone down, trying just to get around the map, we're going to use the same MP5 you guys saw earlier. Everything on here is the same as the last one you guys saw. We're going to be using this to get around the map because we're going to have high movement speed. We're going to be using it inside buildings, clear them out, all that good stuff. And we are going to want to switch over to... Ghost on this one as well. So just, yeah, that's going to be my best class. In my opinion, this is the best class you can get. The grau is a freaking laser, man. It kills people so fast, especially at long range. It's just insane. If they have no armor, I think it's 4 bullets. If they do at long range, I think it's like 6 or 7 or something like, I don't know, man. It's really good, dude. Try it out. Try this class out. Honestly, this is the best one. Let me know what you think. If you guys are still watching, please drop a like. I would really appreciate it. Also, subscribe. Turn that bell notification on. And let me know how it goes. Peace.